Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a new little project that I'm going to be doing. So, obviously, you guys probably been seeing some of my squats I've been doing out under here. Awning, or the roof or whatever, is a bit short. So I can overhead press with just a bar, but if I put weight on, I cannot. So, I'm limited to doing squats and pulls and stuff, which gives me a lot to do, and is not a bad option. But here's the magical place. That one of the biggest assets of this house is this beautiful shed. And you can hear music coming from it because I've been in there sweeping a little bit. I'll show you what I'm going to be planning on doing because I actually do have enough space. But let me show you the whole kind of shed. As you see, there's a light above it, so there actually is electricity into it. Trim the side of the bush. It helps keep the shed nice. It's built into the ground. Let me show you the other side too. So it's a... See, it kind of goes up in the hill. I do want to kind of get that clean at some point. It's not terribly urgent. But the hill goes up and it's built into the hill, which is kind of cool. So I guess it's kind of a custom shed. But what I decided to do, and let me pause my music so I don't get copyrighted. Although I don't think that song would, because that's from years ago. Anywho, here's the beautiful shed. So you notice I push everything back. I have, basically all the stuff structurally wise that's in here has been put in here. And actually a lot of extra stuff like these light fixtures and fans and a lot of the paint and stuff is just left over from not the previous homeowner, but the person before that who was the person who flipped the house. You know, so the floor is cement. Just got done sweeping it, so it's a bit cleaner. It's obviously not going to be perfectly clean, but I don't really care. It's the shed. A little bit wet over there, but that's because I moved a hose. But I pushed everything to this back little platform, and what's cool, it's built into the side of the hill, so it allows that extra space there, and it's a very big shed. It's big enough, I guess I could measure it, but it's more than big enough to do pulls and squats. But what's cool with it is the ceiling. Now it's hard to tell with the video. Let me see if I can get a better angle. But with the total height of the shed, and I apologize for that lighting, but there's no support beams except for there. And I would put a squat rack here, and then do all my stuff here. I'm not sure if I want these in here yet. The goal of doing stuff in here is not so much to do anything heavy, but to do technique work. And now I have the ability, let me get myself in frame. Now I have the ability to do overhead stuff. So I'm gonna get some stall mats, put them in here, measure them all up, get them looking real nice. So the floor is good, I'm not breaking the cement, and mostly just like not getting stuff dirty. I wanna get some sort of storage thing. That it just depends where I want to put it, because I want it to be out of the way, but I also want to be able to get to my mower. My mower fits perfectly back there. It's very easy to get in and out, even though with these couple steps it's very easy to get in and out, but I also don't want to block that off with all my bumper plates, so I want to find a spot where I can put everything. Maybe I'll just stack them all in these shelves. I'll have to organize these shelves a bit more, but I mean I could just stack them all along there and actually make them better than what they are now. I don't want to put them on the floor because I think the floor does get damp because it is flush with the ground, so I don't think it's perfectly watertight in here, but I think if I have mats and stuff, it will protect the equipment really well and won't get them all wet and whatnot. I mean, it's not like the floor is ever wet in here from rain or anything, but I noticed a couple of the boxes were a little bit damp on the bottom, so I don't know if it leaks or anything in here. I'll have to see with heavy rain, but I haven't noticed anything. So that's where I'm gonna put all my stuff, because I'll be able to do the width of where I'm standing now between both sides is wide enough for me to do dips, snatches, everything. I obviously wouldn't do like a max snatch or a max clean and jerk in here, but I would be able to do overhead stuff, which is a big thing that I would like to do. And even if I don't do like a snatch, maybe I'll do a snatch grip push press, or do a regular push press, or do overhead press, or do power jerks, or whatever I want to do. But I now have the ability to do that, and I can just stand facing this bookshelf thing that they put in. So kudos to the people who flipped this house. They did a really good job. I mean, frankly, did an awesome job. I looked at one other house that I almost bought, and it was like half done. In this house, they did everything. They did some things cheaply, but it's a flip, so I wouldn't expect them to go, full in for everything, especially for a house that we're not going to live in. And the lady who lived here before did a pretty good job of maintaining it. She didn't really, I guess, didn't do a great job of maintaining it, but also just didn't do anything that would make it look lived in. She was an older lady and just had dogs, so there was just dog hair and stuff. And any of the flaws with the house were probably flaws from the flippers, and they're pretty minimal. But this shed is absolutely awesome. So before I put anything in here, I want to spray some Raid, help with the bugs. 'Cause obviously, there's a lot of bugs in here, and I'm just not a big fan of them. And so if I'm going to be lifting in here, I don't want to be seeing spiders and potato bugs and stuff. And people call them roly-polies down here, but they're just incorrect. But I don't want to be seeing a lot of bugs in here. And if I got a bunch of Raid, then I might as well use that. I use that at my house because we've been seeing big spiders. And I mean, I'm obviously not a fan of spiders, but I'm not one that gets super skittish around them. But they were big, like a 50-cent piece size big, bigger than any spiders I've seen. So I don't know what that's about. And they keep getting in the house, and I don't want to be, doing something and seeing this like 3-inch spider crawling on me or something. And I don't think they're poisonous or anything. Nothing I've heard that about poisonous spiders or whatnot, but do not want to be seeing them when I'm lifting weights or anything, or feeling them when I'm doing anything, whether it's in here or in the house. So I'm gonna get this room sprayed down a little bit, give it a couple days to air out. Shouldn't need too much because it's meant to be interior spray anyway. And then I'm gonna go buy some stall mats maybe this weekend. I don't know, but I'll post this as its own separate video, so it's a little bonus video, and show you the little project that I'm working on. So maybe some snatches and clean jerks at the house. But anywho, I'll talk to you all in the next video. Peace.